Part 56. The road I never saw coming. Feathers everywhere. Feathers are everywhere. Feathers are everywhere. Feathers getting to people food. Feathers getting to people hair. Feathers are all over the dance floor. Feathers are everywhere. Feathers. Freaking feathers. Mrs. Jones, dusty ass, thrifty stole, big bobble-headed, water-headed behind, good goofy behind dress, big foot behind, big wide back foot behind dress was everywhere. It was everywhere. The feathers was everywhere. Ruined the whole entire dance floor. I cannot make this up. People was looking like, and she would not sit down. She wouldn't sit down because she wanted to be seen so freaking bad. People was looking like, where the fuck are these feathers coming from? Where's the bird? And then I got this one bridesmaid, baby, look. That girl did hell. You think I'm hell? You think I'm goofy? You think I be roasted? Baby, that thing right there, baby, look. If Mrs. Jones didn't sit her, Mrs. Jones just need to shut down because, girl, this stuff was everywhere. It was everywhere. My husband was like, baby, where the fuck are these feathers coming from? And then he looked over and it was her. Just, girl, we was like, here come my bridesmaids. Sit her the fuck down. Sit her down. Somebody, tear that bird nest down. Like, it was just a mess. She said, I hope a big-headed ass fall out the damn nest. It was just a mess. It was a mess, honey. So me and Daddy went outside to take beautiful pictures. And when we stepped outside, I was taking pictures with everybody. Listen, I cannot make this up. This is very key. Listen to me. Went outside to take pictures. Here she come, peeping through the front door. I want a picture. Photo bombing the picture with me and my husband. I want a picture. You taking pictures with everybody. Hey, I want a picture. Hey, I need a picture. Take me. I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. Mr. Jones was still not saying one word. I said, I'm so ready for them to go. I said, you've been drinking a lot. I think you should go. And they finally left. And when they left, same DJ from the grand opening, he played I Fly with the Stars in the Skies. I am no longer trying to survive. I believe that life is a prize, but to live doesn't mean you alive. Don't worry about me and who I fire. I get what I desire as my empire. And yes, I call the shots because I'm the umpire. I sprinkle holy water upon a vampire. In this very moment, I'm king. In this very moment, I something last of the thing. This very moment, I think, put it in everything. And I will retire with the ring. And I will retire with the crown. Yes. No, I'm not lucky. I'm blessed, bitch. Yes. Clap for the heavyweight champ. Me. But I couldn't do it all alone. Young Money raised me. Boo by the day zone. Southside Jamaica. Queens and something. He played that song. It wasn't nobody left in there with me, my two bridesmaids, Daddy and Cuz, and the boys was gone. And I just broke. I wish that I can have this moment for life. For life. I just broke. And I just broke down crying like, God, we made it through this event. I mean, we made it through this wedding because that was on my mind of how I'm going to get this money back. I got this. I can't change that. If I change that, I can't get my money back. It was just all this going on through my mind at one time. I just got this money taken from me. It was just so much going on through my mind. Then the feathers was everywhere. Mona Lisa did what she did. So I just broke. And my friends just hold me. They loved on me. They consoled me. And I just said, I'm going to make it. 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 But I just need to hear that song. I just need to hear it. And I heard it. And it just made that day better. Then, after the wedding, the next day, Mr. Jones texted and said, I'm not going to work the rest of the notice. I quit. I said, you know what? Okay. So now I only had one instructor there, and that was Mr. Colonel. And I said, before you quit, I need all my keys. I need everything. I need you to turn in everything, you know. Come and get all your stuff and just quit. She came, she quietly got all her stuff, she quietly left the keys, and she quit. So, once I got everything, it was time for her to get her last paycheck, and she didn't work out her whole last paycheck. She only worked out, I only owe her $642, something like that. But, and let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. Since she still didn't, her or Dusty behind Mrs. Jones still didn't want to come out and say, hey, I was trained on your equipment. Hey, I didn't do no paperwork to be a refresher student trained on your equipment. Hey, basically I broke the law. Hey, I misused your equipment. Hey, I used your fuel. Hey, since nobody wanted to come out and say, hey, I did wrong. Hey, where's my invoice? Hey, since nobody wanted to admit that, when it was time to pay Mr. Jones, do you think she got her full paycheck? You think you want to get your last paycheck? Baby, look, I politely, and let me know if I'm wrong, calculated like a Medea calculated. Everything, every day that she came, for them hours that she trained, I calculated, run me my money back. So I paid her like, because she came for 3 days or 4 days back to back. I paid her about $200 something. Sure did. That's your pay. Oh no, I need all my money to take care of my family. What are you doing? This is against the law. I said, you was over them keys. You misused the equipment. You let her in that truck. You didn't give her no paperwork. You didn't even tell me that she came and used the truck. I had to find out by a student and another instructor. You still ain't told me nothing yet. So you thought y'all was just going to get away with my money of that fuel? You thought you was just going to get away with being in that truck and training for free? No, at this time, I done had it with people using me, had it with people abusing me, had it with people disrespecting me. No, run me my shit. So there go your money and have a good day. Girl, she texts me, you stealing my money, and I forgot what all she said. But then here come Mrs. Jones taking up for her husband. Okay? Here come Mrs. Jones. if you was, I cannot make, no, that's something Mr. Jones said. If you was that thirsty for money, girl, I cannot make this up. If you was that thirsty for money, you could have let me know. I would have told you to keep the paycheck. Girl, no accountability at all. Part 57, the road I never saw coming. So now they both are mad because Mr. Jones was like, well, if you was that thirsty for money, like, that's all you had to do is say that. And you could have kept it. Not taking accountability for nothing. Even though they didn't know I knew that they had came use equipment. And they're never going to say nothing, you know? So then Mrs. Jones ended up texting me, oh, you taking from my girl? You taking from my girl? If you was that thirsty for money, I would have paid you back. I was going to pay you back. I was going to pay you back. No, you wasn't. You didn't even say nothing. You done came up. You done did my hair twice. You done came to my wedding, done made a damn bird's nest out of my doggone wedding venue, and you done sat there and walked down the aisle of my wedding. Mr. and Mrs. Both of y'all did that. And then you was going to talk about I was going to pay you. No, you was not. No, you was not. You still got your money from when you did my hair, Dusty. So how was you going to pay me and you still got money from me? And I let you live because I had my event coming up. And I didn't want to go there. But I knew that it was going to come the time I take away from that doggone check. Because I had the last check. Okay? So, girl, they messaged me all day. Mr. and Mrs. Jones messaged me all day. And I said, you know what? I just broke down crying again. I said, I'm just tired of people harming me. Why are you people harming me? Why are you harming me? And I can't do nothing back to you. Hey, yo. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Boy, girl. I couldn't do nothing to, girl. Ugh. So I was on the phone with my best friend, and she said, you know what? You know what? Pay her that money. I said, no, they wrong. They did me wrong. She don't, I don't owe her this. She took from me. She stole from me. Everybody keeps stealing from me. They're stealing from me. I'm just over it. I'm done. Why is people keeps taking from me? Like, I don't know what else to do. She said, pay her that money. And she said, don't you ever in your God-fearing life put Mrs. Jones back in your life. We are done. She said, we are done with her. You don't ever worry about her again. You're done with her. You're done with her. You're done with her. Give her that money and let her know you're done. Give her that money, whatever it is you owe, and whatever it is, just give it to her. So you know what? I bust out crying. I said, those stupid bitches. I was just, oh, God, I'm just so over it. I'm just over it. Everybody just, oh, girl. I'm just over it. I'm over it. I immediately just said, you know what? You're right. They got it. So I owed $400 something. I went on ahead and sent it. And I text big waterhead, bobblehead, dusty thing. I text Mrs. Jones and I said, you don't ever have to worry about me again. You stay far away from me. I said, but one thing I can tell you for sure is I wish you the best in your trucking career. But you have ruined my life too many times. You have ruined my life. You have did too much to me. I'm over it. You don't ever have to worry about me again. Stay away from me. But I wish you the best in trucking. I do. I wish you the best in trucking. Have a good life. Don't ever contact me again. I blocked her on everything. I blocked Mr. and Mrs. Jones on everything. Everybody was blocked. Boom. So now I'm at this school with me and Mr. Colonel. And we hired another instructor. He didn't work out. It's back to me and Mr. Colonel. Mr. Colonel ended up he ended up working for a little bit. And Mona Lisa just keep posting posting, pleading her case that she liquidated her card, all her credit cards, which that was a lie. Come to find out, you know what I told you about New York? Well, New York and Mona Lisa do business together. New York is this big dispatch guy. I mean, not dispatch. New York is this big dump truck guy, and then Mona Lisa is his like underhand like worker, I guess. And let's backtrack. When me and Mona Lisa was in the process of looking for, when I was in the process of trying to get Mona Lisa to bring her truck down here, that's what it go. It took me a second. When I was in the process of kept trying to drill her to get her truck down here, she was in the process of asking New York to give her a truck to put on at the school, but she was going to lease the truck from New York. So back to that again. She never had trucks to bring to that school. But she don't know. She didn't know I found it. Well, but I found out later on that the whole time when she wasn't bringing the trucks to the school, she was trying to lease a truck from New York because he got this big old business. And he kind of found out, he was like, no, I'm not doing that. But his wife wasn't going to allow him to do that. See, she was so used to getting her way with men. She was trying to get her way with New York, but his wife wasn't going for it because apparently he got a strong wife and she was seeing right through Mona Lisa. So I remember one time when we went to Indiana, she had got mad at New York because New York was not on her side when Liz was going back and forth and talking bad about her. New York was on Liz's side, and they was kumbaya, laughing online and all kind of stuff. So she was mad at New York at one time because back then he was taking Liz's side. So fast forward, she got mad at him again because he would not lease that truck to her. This is what I found out later on. Matter of fact, whoa. Instead of me talking, here go the proof right here. So she was trying to lease a truck from New York to make it look like that was her truck. And she was going to be using R&K money to pay New York back, her co-owner to her other business that she kept saying she had. She got multiple business, and she got these mentees everywhere. She got all these mentees that she worked with, mentees that she worked with. I got so many mentees. That's how I make my money. But make a long story short, New York end up saying, no, he's not going to lease on the truck. So that's why she never did bring a truck on. I found that out later. So at this time, Mr. Jones gone, Mrs. Jones gone. It's just me and Mr. Colonel. And finally, I was just so fed up with the school because I was trying to basically fill in all these voids of all this is left up to me, and I just got left with a mess. But Mona Lisa was still online painting this picture as in she's just boss. She's starting this driver's ed thing, and she is doing all of this training and still trying to sue me for the school. And then finally, this is what I was going to tell you. finally, that lawyer reached out to me because he wanted to have proof of the bank statements. And she said that too.
On RNK's American Express. That's why my lawyer told you to send the bank statements. But you still ain't sent the bank statements, right?
She said, you see, she said, and my lawyer asked for them bank statements and you never gave it to him. Yes, I did. I not only sent him the bank statements, but I also sent him the pictures of the paperwork that I had fill out for the school with my name on it. All the applications with my name on it. Every receipt I had in my phone, every receipt I had with my name on it, with my motherfucking name on it. And I sent him everything that you spent that did not belong. So it's 2:00 in the morning. And after doing some research, $7,507.47 has been going to account ending in 5060. American Express. So everything that's in green has been deducted. Those amounts have to be accounted for on all the receipts that we have. If I can't account for them, then we will have to take legal actions. I'm going to talk to the lawyer about everything because it has added up to... So I don't know if you got an account ending in 5060, but all our receipts must add up to that. Everything in blue was from the truck, but everything else has been extra transactions that was made from your card that has nothing to do with RNK Training Academy. So Bojangles, ATM, just to let you know I went over everything. Target. If I don't have the receipts for everything to be able to prove to what? RNK. I also sent him this picture right here. And the part that's blurred out is marijuana. Now, before also, I sent him that to indicate and show him that you are not only working with a thief, you're working with a thief that the money that she's showing in this picture is from what she found at Mr. Handyman house, but she was a real bad pothead, and she's a commercial driver. Oh yeah. And she was getting her urine from somebody she used to work with at She was getting her urine from somebody she used to work with at another CDL school. Clock that tea. So don't. That was messy. Clarissa, baby girl, that was messy. But can I have that one, God? Just let me have that one. Okay, I know. That was messy. I apologize. Ignore everything I just said. Egypt. Take away everything I just said. I would just say I have proof of marijuana being in usage, and she's a commercial CDL driver. So I sent that documentation to her lawyer and let him know, this is what you asked for, and this is what I'm giving you. Don't ask me for receipts, baby, because I done been through too much with this doggone girl. I'm going to give you every receipt I have in my phone. So before we end this part, clock that. What? You have been served since I'm supposed to be having, girl. Let's go ahead to part 58. Part 58, the road I never saw coming. Now at this time, everything came out. I'm finding out bits and pieces, more of Mona Lisa. Liz had some stuff that came out later on from this big YouTuber telling me about who she is. When it came down to Mr. and Mrs. Jones, everything came out as far as who they are. And basically, they was never my friend. They was never people that was going to be in my life for the long run, because they just end up being just bold-faced hypocrites, hateful, ignorant, jealous, insecure, unhappy people. So now it's just, at this school, it's just me and Mr. Colonel. Like I told y'all one time before in one of the previous parts. And I also told y'all one time before that we tried to go through some of the instructors and it just didn't work. And I'm gonna give you some examples of why it didn't work, and you kind of let me know in the comments how you feel too. But I can say from this point on, from part 58 and on, baby, I want you to hear me clearly. Listen, pay close attention, because when I tell you, like I told you from the beginning, if you don't believe in the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, you leave now. Because it's going to be so crazy how he flips. Like how somebody said in the comment, before God blesses you, he tests you. And I'm going to show you the messages from my prophet. The prophet is a lady I met on social media years ago on here. And she basically she just met me on social media. And she's like my guardian angel. I'm going to be real. So I'm going to show you some messages from my guardian angel. And then I'm going to show you how everything, then you'll be able to go back and be like, oh, she said that. Oh my God, this is, and I'm going to let you hear audio of her saying some of this stuff too, for you can really see the transition of how God, like, you won't believe it. You got to see it. That's why I keep so many receipts. Before we keep going, that's why I record everything. That's why I'm always audio and everything. That's why I'm always video and everything, because receipts don't lie. Timestamps don't lie. It's like a journal. And I cannot make my year up. I can't make none of this up. I cannot make the last 2 years of my life up. So I have to show you receipts. All right. So now it's just me and Mr. Colonel at the school. I tried to hire this man that came out there. He was from the Islands. He came out there. He was like, I'm a retired older cat. I'm looking for a job. But I already had to kind of check him in a sense, because I needed instructors bad. But I already had to kind of check him in a sense, because he kept saying, baby, I don't care where you from. I'm not your baby. My name is Clarissa Rankin. My name is not beautiful. My name is Clarissa Rankin. Okay, so I already had to check him a couple of times, and he stopped. But he ended up, I said, well, I always put people through a training process when it comes down to being an instructor or being anything at the school with the students. I put you through a training process. I don't pay you much. You only get half your pay, and you work half the day, okay? It's just to see how you kind of engage with the students. Well, it took me like 2 weeks to kind of get him in there, get his paperwork started in the system. And he came out there and he was working under Mr. Colonel. And I would just want to see how he worked with the students. He was very caring. He was very patient with the students. Like for me, just sitting back and watching, when he was on the range, honey, look, I cannot make this up. So it was time for me to... It was time for me to ride him in the truck, and I was in the front seat. He was in the back, and it was student in the front, student in the back. And I just want to see show him some of the roads that we take them on the road while the students are out there driving. I was looking forward, just kind of explaining to him why we do what turns, or what kind of things I say to make them set up right and things like that to make what turns or whatever. This man, I swear to you not, it looked like he was back there knocking off. I'm like, and I said, Mr. Allen, you good? Yeah, I'm good. I was like, okay now. How the hell you gonna be the instructor if you can't even stay out? How you gonna be the instructor? I'm just saying. Okay now. I'm good. I ain't good. Just had large lunch. Yeah, okay now. So then we got back to the range or whatever. He was like, I think I'm gonna like this. I love to teach. I love the people. I think I'm gonna really like this. I said, okay. Kind of passed the range portion. He passed the road portion. So now it's time for him to go to testing. Because at this time, we had to take our students to the testing site in Statesville, North Carolina to go take their test, because we're not third-party testing or any of that yet. Now, and I'm going to be real with you. That was the biggest headache in history, is going to Statesville to go get our students to take this test, because it was an hour and 10 minutes away. Fuel was high. The students had to drive up there, and that's not the range that they was normally on. And also you had to pay an instructor to go out there. If I couldn't pay them, then I would have to go, and I already had 1,000,001 things to do. So I said, let me at least, I gotta hire another instructor to be able to take these students to testing, for I can get some stuff done at this office, because this place is a chaos. Like, I'm trying to keep everything together here. So I was like, let me hire somebody to at least be an instructor, to at least take the students the truck back and forth to the testing site, and or have somebody here so we can have at least 2 people on duty. One on the range, one on the road, or one on the range, one to testing, and then I do the admin stuff, because stuff wasn't getting done on admin side. So Mr. Colonel and Mr. Allen went up to the testing site or whatever, and when they got there, I had 3 students that had to get tested, and they was actually doing retesting because they just was not getting it, in a sense. But they had to go up there and retest, because you get a couple times to test with me. Everything went kind of okay. One of them ended up getting their CDL that day. The other 2 didn't. And the other 2, when they came back or whatever, they just didn't get their CDL. But Mr. Colonel said, Clarissa, I got something to tell you. I said, yes, sir. I don't think Mr. Allen gonna work. And I said, why? He said, because he was falling asleep on the way up there. And then when we was up there, I tried to tell him to come inside and sit down while the students was testing, but he was on the outside. And then when he finally came inside, he started talking like he already, like, he was kind of helping them a little bit. I said, what? He said, you know what? We'll talk about it later. I said, okay, well, no, I need to know what's going on. He said, we'll talk about it later, because something ended up coming up. So next thing you know, I had to take another group of students under the testing. And I said, you know what? I take them. Because at this time, we still waiting on Mr. Allen paperwork to come in. And it does take a while for the paperwork to come in. So I went up there to take the students up to the test. And it was another instructor there from another school there. The other instructor said, hey, Clarissa, how you doing? I said, I'm fine. Great guy. He's a cool guy. Very cool. Very cool. that new instructor you trying to hire named Mr. Allen? I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. What about him? He said, Part 59, the road I never saw coming. He's very sneaky. You got to watch him. And I said, wow, what happened? I said, 'cause Mr. Colonel was about to tell me something the other day, and he stopped. He said, he is very sneaky. You're going to have to watch him, because when he was here, he was trying to help. It seemed like he was throwing signs trying to help the student. Like, he had his back turned. Like, so say they're back there doing maneuvers. He had his back turned. So he was here doing signs. It looked like he was doing signs. And he said, I had to tell him to stop because I didn't want the tester to see that. And they end up calling off your student's test, and they can't come here no more. And I know you just got started, and I know that this is the only place that's closest to you and things like that. He said, so I wouldn't hire him if I was you. He said, I'm just being, I know you go through the little testing. I mean, I know you do the little trial and error with your instructors, but he said, I would not hire him if I was you. And I'm like, I was mad because I was like, not mad, but I'm like, come on, I need somebody to help me. I got to get a lot of stuff done. I am a very busy woman. Like, I need help for once in my life. I need somebody to work out. I said, oh, okay. So I came back, I called Mr. Colonel. I said, Mr. Colonel, what you gonna tell me about Mr. Allen, the instructor, the other day? He said, it looked like he gonna be the type that if we take him up to testing, he gonna try to help the students. And he said, and that's gonna get you messed up. I was like, crap. He said, and on our way back, he fell asleep on our way back. So it was getting to the point where it's like, he can't stay up. So he's not going to work for you. I was like, oh. Now listen. Mr. Allen fell asleep when he was with me, and I thought he fell asleep. Mr. Colonel said that he fell asleep with him going up there, and he fell asleep going back. Okay? At this point, pay attention to the word sleep. Okay? Listen to that. So a couple days go by. Mr. Allen called and said, hey, how is everything doing? He kept wanting to pop up at the school. Like, how's his job application going? How's everything? He want to pop up at the school to see how is his position is going that he's going to be working in. He want to pop up. So I'm just sitting here like, okay, now, it ain't going to be too much popping up here. I told you I'll let you know when everything is ready. But at this time, I'm still trying to figure him out too. Are we going to hire him? Is it going to be a yay or nay? You let me know in the comments. So finally, I said, he's not going to be able to get hired. It's just something about him that's not sitting well with me. It's something like I already done heard that he keep falling asleep and everything happened at the DMV. I'm just not going to hire him. You know, I gave it a couple days. I wanted to make sure I prayed about it. So I said, I'm not going to hire him. So I called that man. So no. I sent him an email saying, hey, right now at this time, you're not going to be a good candidate for Rhode Island Training Academy because it's just basically right now you're not going to be a good candidate. Wish you the best in all your endeavors. Well, you know the little message you can give for ChatGPT. Anyway, so this man waits like 3 days later and responds back to me and Mr. Colonel at 4 in the morning in email. What you mean? That's not right. I need to come up there. I need to come up there and see what's wrong with my job. Why? What did I do? I need an explanation. I said, well, you can come up to the school and ask about anything. Now, this is what I don't understand. If I was any other establishment, especially from another type of race, would you be coming your black behind up there to the school? No. But I'm going to let you live. I'm going to let you digress. So he ended up coming to the school. And as soon as he came in, I said, hey, Mr. Allen, how can I help you? I just want to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on with my job. I really needed this job, and I really wanted this job. I'm tired of doing DoorDash. I really want to know what's going on with my job. And I said, well, Mr. Allen, what happened at the DMV? What you mean what's happened? What you mean what happened? I just made sure I helped the students. I helped the students and I helped the students try to back into that little space they had without them seeing me. And I turned my back and I helped the students. I said, oh, okay. But I not only helped, it was a particular student. She brought her husband there, and I don't know why her husband was there, but she brought her husband. I really liked that student, so I don't know why she brought her husband, but he was there. I did not like him being there. Maybe he was helping too, but I tried to help her. Nobody seen me. I was standing on the side of the building with my back turned. Who mentioned, did I ever mention that he was helping somebody, with sign language or anything like that? No, he was sitting there telling on himself. You can't make this up. I cannot make this up. And I said, well, Mr. Allen, are you done? He said, yes, I'm done. I didn't do nothing wrong. I just helped students. That's my job. I said, sir, you can't work here, baby. This is not going to work for you. You can't help the students at a test. This is a federal test, and that's why all of them failed, other than one. And the one that did pass, you apparently was inside. Oh goodness. So now I had to. So he's out the way. So now I had to offer again free service to 2 students because he was out there trying to, and even though they were supposed to be able to get in there with no problem, still I had to offer free service to these 2 students because they still didn't get the test, just to make sure didn't nothing come in between of they can never be able to go and say, well, I didn't get it because this instructor was out here telling me to do one thing or anything. I had to offer free service again, and I had to offer that equipment to go up there for free again. Yeah. With already ain't got not a dime to my name. Really. So now, I offered those students to come back. They was like, no, I'm not coming back. I'm good. I said, well, it's free on the weekends. You want to come during the week, you got to pay. But free on the weekends until you get it. Until you get that test done, it's free on the weekends. You're more than welcome to come, you know. One student did take advantage of it. The other one didn't. And they was like, I'm not paying nothing more. I said, you don't have to pay anything more. I'm offering this service to you because I heard that it was something interfering your testing at this time. So I'm offering you to come train for free. It's all the way up until you get it again. And we can get you another test date for free. My fuel going up there for free. Us sending an instructor or myself going up there for free. Other than if you got to come during the week, you got to pay. But other than the weekends, we can come and make sure I have you an instructor here and everything for free to accommodate you. Baby, look, they wasn't hearing that. Other than one was only hearing that. So now Mr. Allen gone. Then I decided to start, now it's just me and Mr. Colonel again, and I decided to start looking on ZipRecruiter. I forgot, Angel told me to go on Indeed or ZipRecruiter to start looking for instructors, looking for recruiters or everything, right? I put an ad on ZipRecruiter. And I got a bunch of hits, like 30 hits in one day. It was booming. Like, it was a lot of people reaching out. This one instructor by the name of